What's up, y'all? It's KB, and I love movies. I am continuing my first week of the double features here in October, doing that challenge. And basically, for those of you that don't know, first time here, welcome. I reached out to friends who love horror movies and asked them to recommend a double feature of creepy horror movies, whatever the case may be, but something that goes well together. So today I am watching movies selected by Kat from Reanimate Her. Great lady. She has a fantastic channel for those of you who love the horror genre. And she recommended two movies that I've seen before, and I've actually complimented how well they work together, but have not gone through the task of watching them back to back. And that is It Follows and Smile. If you know anything about the plots of these movies, you see the similarities, the transactions that take place with the spirits or whatever the case may be, the ambiguity of the whole thing because you don't exactly know the reason why it happens. It's never fully explained to you. And I like that about both movies. So, It Follows. It follows this girl named Jay, and she has an encounter with a young man, and something is transferred to her. Basically, she has days to have sex with someone else, otherwise, this spirit or entity or whatever it is going to kill her. And she sees dead people, and they're trying to attack her. So you have the conflict of how she's going to get rid of this thing. She has a group of friends around her. And if I have any problems with this movie, it's because you have these underdeveloped characters that, even you don't know how they're related, how long they've been friends. Are they orphans? I don't know. Are they like foster kids? What's the case? You never really tell. And that plays into the whole ambiguity of the movie. The other thing is you never really know the time period. We learn after a while where it's based just by location and vehicles and so forth. But what it never does is give you a era of time. You don't know if it's 70s, 80s. The score is excellent. It gives you that 80s slasher vibe, but it could be something as modern as today. It never really fully gives it away as far as a timeline of events. And I really like that. This is a movie that I absolutely adore. I have the Second Sight limited edition, big chunky box set. That's to tell you how much I enjoy this movie. I watched it this time with my wife. She didn't particularly like it, and I think even the ending kind of left her feeling like, huh? So, I don't know. I watch it every time and I see something different or I focus on something different, whether it's the way it's color coded or the acting or the score, or looking for different hints and clues that would give you a little more depth into the movie. Smile was a big popular hit a couple of years ago. It stars Kevin and Kira's daughter, Sosie Bacon. And I think that led to a little bit of the appeal for my wife. She also watched that one with me because she loves them as a couple and she had never seen the movie, so she was checking it out. But this one is about a psychiatrist who has a patient who basically kills himself in front of her. And then she starts seeing some weird things, and it's all about people smiling, and it kind of goes on from there. I like the fact that it gave kind of like the psychological thriller of it with the little touch of the supernatural. The fact that she was a psychiatrist too added to it. Good acting. Kel Penn was even in it, so that was a pleasant surprise to see. But the ambiguity here kind of left me a little more sour than with It Follows. I wanted some resolution to that. And now that we're getting a sequel with Smile 2, apparently the story continues in a different way, form, or fashion. But the commonalities, like I said, you have female characters, female lead characters, You have this whole thing of transmission. You have past trauma, sometimes explained, sometimes not explained, having a role in the movie and how they react to what's happening in this situation. I also like the comparison of the visuals, whereas in It Follows, it's kind of, besides retro, kind of eerie, and you're still unsure of what's going on. The town almost looks deserted compared to the people that should be there. In Smile, you have like an atmosphere of everyone there, but what the person is seeing is one of shock, and it uses a little bit of jump scares, but if you've seen the trailer, you've probably seen all of them, but it relies more on that than It Follows does. So I would say they're both good, and they definitely work well together. If you've seen both of them, you know what to expect as far as a comparison between the two. But I just want to thank Kat for recommending them because it forced me to look at them together, which was a good thing. I have more reviews coming up every day, and if you want to see one right now, go ahead and check out this one.